Welcome back to the Grown Women's Table. Hey, it's your girl Lori. Hope you guys are having a great day. Guys, this video is all about the new Sonia G Traditions Series brushes. And y'all, I've had them for about a week. I've been using them. I have thoughts and I have questions and I'm going to answer them. So I know you want to know, are these really special and do you really need them? So if you want to know the answer, you know what you need to do, right? Keep on watching. All right, y'all, grab y'all chairs, pull up a seat at the Grown Women's Table, and let's get into this video. You guys, before I can get into this video, I must first say thank you so much to Sonia G, as well as Beautylish, for sending these brushes over to me. I am humbled and honored because, y'all, it's a privilege to be able to have these. So what I want to do in this video is tell you some information about the brushes, let you know a few things that I kind of think are pretty special, and then I also want to give you a demo and give you my advice, not even my advice, but give you my thoughts on if you need these brushes or not. So let's just get into it, okay? Let me show you the brushes. I know you're like, girl, you ain't showed me the brushes yet. I'm about to show you. Hold on, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Yeah, I missed y'all too. All right, y'all. These are the beautiful transition series, but it's called the Keyaki. And let me make sure I say it right. Kakishibu brushes. I said it right, I think. Y'all let me know if I said it right. But y'all, these are the brushes in her collection, the newest brushes in her collection. And you have 6 brushes in the collection, and the 6 brushes will cost $240, but you can purchase each brush individually, and they will be permanent in the collection. Look at all the information I just gave y'all. But y'all, let's get into it. What I want to do is kind of talk about the construction of the brushes. So let me just grab this one. Hold on. All right, the first thing I want to talk about is the handle. So let me show it to you, right? So you see what the handle looks like. It has Sonia G. And then it gives you the name. And that is what it looks like. Y'all, let me tell you something about this. First of all, this is the Keyaki wood. And when you get your set, because the wood has its own different characteristics, so you might have some brushes. Let me see. See how this one's a little darker than this one is? That's because of the wood. But my favorite part about these brushes, y'all, let me get a smaller one because you can really see what I'm about to say. You see that little dip right there? Y'all see that? Let me compare. So y'all see the difference in between the way these brushes are made, the handles? I love, this is my favorite, one of my favorite parts about this brush. How you can just kind of like, see how I'm able to just like put my finger right there? It's like it's made for your finger to just rest. You see that? Let's see if you can see it from this way. I think this may be better. Hold on. See how your finger can just like rest in there? So when you're putting your shadows on or whatever, your finger is just resting perfectly. I absolutely love this design. Like, to me, I wish all of the brushes were made like this because I just love just being able to rest your finger in there. And now the next thing I want to talk about is the ferrule. Now you have a brass ferrule that has lacquer on it and a matte coating on top of it. So that is what the ferrule is looking like. Yeah, and the quality, the quality. Now there's one ferrule, this one right here, the T6. Let me show you this one. You see how it's pinched, but it goes up? You see that? Now this particular ferrule, you guys, because of the angle, that little angle right there, because of this angle, they had to create a tool to make the angle this way. And of course, creating a tool that's going to be more man hour because only one person works on each brush, and it's going to take a little longer. But just for her to be able to get the shape that she wanted, that shows you how passionate she is about her brushes. She knew how she wanted this brush to flow, so they knew they had to do the little angle And so they created a tool in order to make this angle like that. So that's the ferrule. Now, let me get in close. The dyeing of the bristles, the process is called Kakishibu. You guys, first of all, I love, it gives me like a sunset. Like, and y'all notice orange. It's just so beautiful. I love the coloring of this particular set. And one thing I do like about the coloring is because it's a little darker versus undyed. When I use it with my eyeshadows, it doesn't look as dirty because of the coloring. So that's one of the things I like about it. But y'all, let me tell you about the process to dye this. This is where I kind of was like, if you want to know more, you can definitely go to Sonia G's blog because she gives you all the details, and I will have it in the description box. But y'all, I didn't know what this process was, and I decided to look it up. In order to dye these bristles, the process comes from a persimmon fruit. So I thought, okay, it comes from a fruit. But girl, no. First of all, the fruit, the tree itself could take up to 8 years, y'all, just to bloom. Then you gotta wait another 2 to 3 years for it to produce the actual fruit. So just to get the fruit itself could take up to 10 years just to get the fruit. Then once they get the fruit, they take it off the tree, they put it in something, they smash it up, you know, and add water to it. And then you have to let that sit for like up to 2 weeks. And then they come back and then they put it in jugs. And then they let it sit and ferment for up to 2 years to get the dye to be the color that they want it to be. For us to be able to have the pleasure of having this beautiful color dyed on our brushes. Like, y'all, I just feel like, this is just me speaking, I just feel like that makes these brushes so special. Because just the process in order just to dye it could be 12 years, which I know I'm just like, I know it ain't gonna take 12 years, but I'm just saying, if you think about the 8 years to bloom, the 3 years to produce the fruit, and then you gotta let it ferment for another 2 years. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, honey, it's a process. It's not going to the store, getting some dye, dipping the bristles in the dye, and then letting it dry. No, it's a whole process. So I really, really respect the craftsmanship of this brush. And to answer the first question, are these brushes special? Absolutely. I feel like out of all, I'm just being honest, out of all the brushes I have, these have so much character to me. So I do feel like this is a very special set, in my opinion. Now, what I want to do is just let you guys know about each brush. And I know it took a minute, but I had to let you know, like, when you get these brushes, you really are getting something special. I just wanted you to know that. Okay, the first brush we have is the T1. And you guys, this right here is considered her smudger brush. And the one thing that's different about this one is that, let me make sure you can see. You see the thickness at the top of this brush? Can y'all see that? That's what makes it really unique. So based on what Sonia G was saying, that because of the way it's constructed, it will allow you to make a very even stroke, and it's very predictable. So this brush is how much is this brush? $38. So you can pick this brush up for $38. And it's also really good for, you know, we have formulas that are a little bit more difficult to, you know, to blend out. That's something else that you can definitely use this brush for. So this is our T1. Okay, the T2 brush looks like this. It's considered like a lay down brush. It is $36. And this brush right here has something special about it as well because of the thickness and the flexibility, you see that, of this brush. You're going to be able to like lay down your base colors, and it's going to be good for like intensifying colors because you're going to be able to pick it up and really intensify the color. So that's what you could do. And you can also use this brush because of, let me see, can you see See how it's a little thick right there? You see that? So I'm going to be able to put down my product on my lower lash line and blend it out as well. So this to me is a very multifunctional brush. Okay, the next one is the T3. You guys, this one right here has like an oval shape. You see that? But they said like the strength of it is towards the top of this brush. Now, this brush is going to be a great brush for me, my outer V. But this is a great lay down brush, a blending brush, and because of the way it's shaped, you can really get some targeted blending. I was telling somebody, the mini booster is like my favorite little outer V brush. Hold on. Okay, so the mini booster, you guys know, is one of my favorite brushes, and it's from outer V, you know, it's my favorite. But this is like the big sister, the mama of the mini booster to me, and it has a little bit more strength. And then with that, the way it's pointed, I can really get in there and target the blending area. Cause you know how sometimes you have your crease color and your outer V color. Because of the point, I'm gonna be able to really get in and do some targeted blending. Even right here, oh y'all, I'm telling you, I don't want to give it away, but this is an amazing, amazing brush. So I really like this T3. All right, y'all, the next brush is the T4, and it is $36, and it's considered the a mid-size crease brush. But y'all, what's special about this one is, let me see. Can I get it up there so you can really see? Y'all see how flat it is? I don't want to be pushing it, but you see how it's flat on the tip? Even though it is round, but it's flat. You see that? So for me, this is a great brush for me I can use this because the flatness to place down product for the brow bone, but I'm really gonna love it, or I'm loving it actually, because I like to have a brow bone color and then my outer V, but you know, you have to go in and blend that out. Look, you can kind of see before I even get started how I can go in and just be like, boom, 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 and blend it out. And one thing I'm gonna say, and you'll see in the demos, y'all, these brushes blend out effortlessly. So I really enjoy the T4. All right, y'all, the next brush is the T5. And you guys, this one right here is a crease brush. And this is one of the brushes that Sonia G said that, you know, she would recommend that you pick up first if you had to pick one. So this is her recommendation. Now for me, what I really like about this brush is that, and I was telling somebody, her description, let me read what her description is. Her description was basically saying that it had a medium density, but she said it was fluffy but disciplined. And I just want to let y'all, let me see. See how these bristles, like they all, let me see if you can really see it. See, oh, there you go. See how they just work and move together? And when they're not just like going in all different directions, they're flowing with one another. You see that? Y'all. So for this brush, for me, I could use this, even though I have a smaller eye, but I feel like a person with a bigger eye could use this as like a one and done, like just going straight across and adding the product. I can, but I feel like I have to be a little bit careful. But I would definitely use it to clean up my eyeshadow application. And then I would also, y'all, use it to, if I needed to like contour my nose. I feel like it's big enough to contour my nose as well. And, you know, I have a lot of pores right in this area. I will use it also to take powder, and I can pack in powder right in there. See how it fits perfectly in this part of my nose? And also, these brushes can be used with cream. However, Sonia G doesn't recommend you using them with cream all the time, but like if you're in a pinch, you're able to use them with cream. So placing concealer under the eye and then blending the concealer in, you can use, I would use this brush for that as well if I just had to. Like if I'm traveling and I want to take this with me and don't take a bunch of brushes, I would definitely use it to lay down concealer. Now the last brush is the T6, you guys. Look at this brush. Now I know you like, girl, What am I going to do with that big old brush? Well, I'm going to tell you. Well, this brush actually costs $50, and we already discussed that they had to create a tool in order to pinch the ferrule this way. So that added to the cost as well as the extra time and, man hours. So this is a $50 brush. But you guys, this baby right here, okay. You can use this as all over for transition. Even with my eyes, I feel like I don't have a lot of lid space, but I can put my transition color all over the lid from the top to the bottom and blend it in. And then if you turn the brush, like if you have bigger eye space, you could do like the one and done. I definitely can't do a one and done with this one, but you could turn it sideways. And when you turn it sideways, that way you can get in the crease and you can blend it out. Now, I would also use this contour the nose. And you know how sometimes when you just want to go in with like, you take your contour, your bronzer, and then you just kind of bring it up into the eye for a quick little look. That's what I would do. But then I also would use it to lay down powder up under the eye. So like we said, we're going to go in and put the cream down. Then we'll use this brush to go in and put the powder under the eye. But then also, you guys, you know how sometimes your bronzer get a little out of control and you want to go in with your lighter powder and just clean it up? You see? Let me turn this side. You can use it to clean up. So that's what I would use these brushes for. All right, I'm going to pull y'all a little closer. Hold on, because we're going to do a quick little demo so you can actually see these brushes in action. Ooh, y'all all up in the grill. Okay. But let's just go into, so we're going to take the T6, and we're not going to really go into the products, but like I said, transition color all over the lid. See how quick that blended in? All right, y'all, we're going to use the T3 with the Bronze Ambition palette from Pat McGrath. And you know I love to start with outer V, so y'all go in and work out the outer V. Y'all see how it's just blending out so quickly? And one thing I want to say about this brush, you see how this is something, so you'll have a little bit more color right here, and then you can, because of the point and the way it just fit, it just slides that color right on over. And because of my hooded lids and how big it is, it's able to push that product where it's still getting at the bottom and it's getting just enough at the top. Y'all see what I'm saying? We're going to use the T2 and go in right here and as a lay down shade. Y'all see that? And you see how it's picking up that color and is giving the intensity without me having to go over multiple times, and it fits perfectly on my lid. So that's our T2. All right, y'all, we're gonna go in with the T4 for a little brow work. Gonna put that in the brow. See that? And then I'm gonna flip it on the other side to blend those two colors. Although this brow color is not that bright. Let me go with a brighter brow color so you can really see. This has a little shimmer to it. That's why I didn't want to use it, but I do want you to be able to see it. Okay, now y'all can see that. See how it fits perfectly right there in the brow area? And you don't have to apply a lot of pressure either. Let the brushes do the job. Like I told you, I would use the T5 to go in and like just finish up that blend all over. Just to blend everything in. We gotta blend, 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 blend. And you see how I was able to do that and I didn't really disturb the colors? Everybody's in its place. Then we're gonna go in with the T1, the lower lash line. We're gonna also take this T1 and go in with this gold color right here. And just pop a little bit in the inner corner. Oh, and if you like, sometimes you like to take that inner corner color and just kind of like pull it up some. You see how it's doing that perfectly. And it's very precise. And remember I said we could take the T5 and add a little concealer. Because y'all know I use concealer to clean up under the eye. So I'm just going to show you. See how it's perfect for adding concealer under the eye? Now, I wouldn't do this all the time, but I just wanted to show you you're able to do it. And y'all see what I mean about how I just wiped it off and the brushes don't look that dirty? That's what I'm talking about. Now we're going to take the T6 and set up under the eye. So what I really enjoy about these brushes, they're eye brushes, but you can use them on your face as well. Little contour, same brush. Nose contour. See that? Now this went in and add a little bit of more bronzer on my face so I can show you what I'm talking about, how to clean up the bronzer. Just to give it that very chiseled look. So it's really good for this also. This is the 6 brush. See that? Versus me not doing anything. And it's a nice size. So as it spray out, it's able to get right in there. And then I can go in and add a little powder right here. And it's one more thing, y'all. One more thing, and we're getting that same brush, the T6. And if you just want to kind of like put some highlighted in a target area, we're beaming. And because of the thickness of the brush, so I was able to lay the highlighter down, right? And then I can just turn it to the side. Because y'all know I have to blend my highlighter. I don't like that, all that, you know. But look at that. For those that like to do the little tip of the nose situation, right in here. So I know if you think, oh, I have small eyes and this brush is super, super big, you can use it for your eyes as well as your face. All right, y'all, let's get into my final thoughts about these brushes. So the first thing I want to say about these brushes are they're absolutely gorgeous. The craftsmanship of these brushes are amazing. I love the fact that this is not just something that you can just walk into a store and get, something that you can just go online and everybody has it. I love the fact that the uniqueness of this brush is based on the dyeing technique, the color of the bristles, the way the handles are constructed and made, all the uniqueness of the sizes of these brushes. I really do respect and I really enjoy using. And I think that even if you have a lot of Sonia G brushes, do you need this whole collection? And this is what I'm going to say. Someone who really is into Fude brushes, the artistry, when you see this collection, you realize how special it is. And that's why I feel like you should definitely have it in your collection. Now, I know you may not be able to pick up all the brushes, but you can pick them up individually, and you know, you could pick them up individually, get a few this month, a few this month, next month, or whatever. But I do believe this particular collection is a must-have. Now, if you're only able to pick up a few, my top 3 picks out of this collection are number 4. Then I will go with number 3. And my favorite brush out of all of them, I'm quite sure you guys already know, is number 6. So if you can only pick a few up, these would be the 3 that I would pick up. I really enjoy these. I love them all, but if I had to pick 3, these would be the 3 that I would pick. So that's it, y'all. This video I know is a little long, but I really wanted to come in and give you as much information as possible. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. If you decide to pick up the brushes, please let me know. One more thing, because of the process that these brushes take, like the dyeing process, the handle process is it's a little longer than some of her other brushes, so they will be permanent, but if they sell out or when they sell out, it will take more time to get these brushes back, but they will come back, but it's going to be a longer wait time than some of her other brushes. So I did want to make sure I mentioned that. But if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. Let me know what was your favorite brush. And let me know, did I answer all the questions that you have? Because if you have any questions that I'm not answering when I'm reviewing these brushes, I want to know so I can make sure I answered those questions for you. Leave it in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer. But you guys know you can go to Sonia G's blog. And honey, she's going to give you all the answers. But that is it, you guys. So to all my new subscribers, I see you. I appreciate you. And thank you so much. And that's it, ladies. Bye-bye.
If you need some advice or looking for an idea, just to get some tips, you can get that right here. This is Lori's life. Yeah, this is Lori's life. Yeah, check out Lori's life. Yeah, this is Lori's life.